So now that we've talked about virtual machines and how to scale them up and down, we are going to allow web traffic in and out of our virtual machine. So first here, I'm on the dashboard. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to this virtual machine that I set up previously. As we get here, we're going to go over to the networking tab on the side, and we're going to go to add inbound port rule. When we get here, we're going to leave the source at any, leave the source port ranges as the asterisk, destination any. We're going to change the destination port ranges to 80, protocol to TCP, allow for all the actions, leave priority at 310, and we're just going to rename it here to port 80. And of course, this is just for fun. And then we're going to add that rule, and you'll be able to see it show up right here. And that is as simple as allowing web traffic in and out. Next, we're going to demo the use of the remote desktop connection. So we're going to go over to connect on the left. We're going to download this RDP file. Click on it. And then we're going to get to our virtual machine. It's going to take a little bit to set up, but once we get to it, we are going to run the file, and we're going to go to our server manager on the left. We'll see the IIS tools, and we'll go to computer management up in the top, local users and groups on the left, and users more actions. And then you'll see new user pop up. I'll add myself here, and then a little password, and then hit create.
Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is click on virtual machine here, and I'm going to click add to create a new one. Under here, I'm just going to click a previous resource group I had, and then the virtual name just has to be unique, so TechPanda 9 is the best TechPanda. Make sure that says US Central for the question to be answered correctly. And then here, make sure you hit password. And you can just create a unique username and password. Make sure the password follows all of the requirements that they have. And I'm just going to scroll down here and hit review and create. And this takes a few minutes to load and have everything done correctly. But that was the first question. And if I go home, I'm going to click on app services here. And then we are going to go into Team 9. Under here, you can scroll down on the side to the scale up and scale down in the app services. And I'm going to go to scale out, custom auto scale, add a rule there. We'll just click the add a rule, and then you can leave that the same. CPU percentage is what we'll use for this, but there's many other things you can go by. And then here you can change how often you want it to be or how busy the site is for it to change. And then you just hit add and everything should work.
To set up an IIS to serve a simple web page, we're going to download the RDP file and type in the password for our virtual machine. Once that's all typed in, you'll click OK and yes. And now it's going to open server management. We'll move this out of the way here, because we don't need that right now. So in Server Manager, we're going to click Add Roles and Features. You'll just click Next, make sure that's role-based, and then Next. Next. Had a little message on my computer pop up. We'll just exit out of that. And we'll click next. Now here we're going to want to scroll down to the web server IIS and add that feature. Once that's done, you can click through the rest of the pages until you get to install. And then we're going to want to click install. And this can take some time. Now what this is doing is the server manager is creating a folder on my hard disk to store any relevant web page. So you can go to File Explorer once that's all installed and write an HTML for the IP address that is connected to our virtual machine, and that will create a web page. It does take some time to get this downloaded. All right, there we go. So now that web server IIS is all set up and ready to go to be used. So now we're gonna clear out of this here. And we are going to get ready to connect our storage account to our virtual machine. And in order to do that, we are going to want to go to the home page of Azure. So we'll go up to the corner here. And we'll go to that storage account we made previously. Down here, we'll just go ahead and click File Shares. And I already made this file share before. Then we'll go up to Connect. And this is going to give us a code. We'll just copy that to our clipboard, and through Windows we're going to search PowerShell, and once that opens up you can just paste that code into the program.
Alright, to back something up, we're going to go to the All Services on the top left corner. We're going to search Virtual Machines, and as you can see it pops up. Then we're going to click on the item we want to back up. We'll go down on the options to backup. Then you'll configure it, choose your time, resource group, and then you'll enable backup. It'll validate. And as you can see on my top right corner, it's initializing deployment. So it's backing it up. And yeah, you should be able to back up your item like this.